Speaking today to Craig Kelly from XP Africa. Craig, you're about to launch a Tanzanian movie channel with a pay TV operator in Tanzania called Azam. What's the channel about?
Well, the Tanzanian market is very much more Swahili speaking than any other market, although it's also widely spoken in Kenya. Far more people speak English in Kenya, and that's not the case in Tanzania. So Azam felt that it was important for us to be able to provide people with a good bit of content in their own language, and as such the opportunity arose to put together a Swahili movie channel.
And there must be lots of Tanzanian movies in Tanzania. What are the stories? What's the kind of things that they're talking about?
Well, they're not unlike Nollywood movies in terms of their themes. Drama is, basically the general plot. I knew that Tanzania has had a movie industry for quite some time, and one had heard about it. I didn't expect the quality of the movies to be as good as I found them to be. In fact, initially when I saw some of the selection that we had access to, I was quite amazed that many of them were actually better than your average Nollywood standard of movie. Certainly historically, I must say that I think movies across the board, both in Nollywood, in Kenya and Tanzania, have improved dramatically over the last while, and I think that's been driven by the new opportunity that sales to television presents that hadn't really been there that much in the past.
And how do Tanzanian filmmakers finance these movies?
The cost of making a movie in those environments using very, very different kind of production rules, so to speak, is so much lower than one could imagine in any other environment, that people basically make movies, almost guerrilla style. A movie that would cost in South Africa would cost $100,000 to make, probably, can be made in Kenya or Tanzania or Nigeria for around $10,000. So people scrape money together and make movies, and they do it as entrepreneurs. They invest in their content, and I think that's part of the reason why the industries in those countries are growing so much, because they're like farmers. They invest, they have a product, they take the product to market, they sell the DVDs, they try and sell it to a TV station. They don't sit around waiting to be commissioned by a broadcaster, which can be, a long wait.
So those are the two main sources of income, DVDs and sales to TV.
Yeah, I mean, most of the Tanzanian movies that we have on our channel have been in video shops and distributed far and wide. It's obviously it's nothing like on the scale of the Nollywood model, but they've clearly people have looked at that model and tried to replicate it to some extent. I think really though the future, the commercial model needs to be the same, but the physical model of distributing DVDs is not really the future, and we need cell phone networks basically to play ball and price data correctly, and enable billing at better rates in order to really unleash that kind of entrepreneurial spirit that is clearly evident in the African film industry.